The point is that Dogecoin was invented as a joke, as essentially to make fun of cryptocurrency, and that's why I think there's like an argument like fate loves irony. Like the most entertaining outcome is the most what would be the most ironic outcome? That the currency that was invented as a joke in fact becomes the real currency.
Right. Oh, wow. No, absolutely. So, to the moon.
To the moon.
Mining Ethereum and makes me about $50 a month. This one is mining Bitcoin and makes me about $80 a month. And this one here is more profitable than both of those put together. This is a Helium hotspot. It's an IoT miner. And I'm going to show you how much it's mined in just 12 days that I've had it running. As you can see here, my Helium hotspot miner is connected to a bunch of miners in Toronto area. And the more miners you connect to, the more money you make. In just 12 days, I've mined over 180 HNT. Let's have a look at how much that's worth. The Helium HNT token is worth $1.60 right now. $1.60 times 180 HNT. That's $288 US in just 12 days. Best part is this miner only uses 5 watts of electricity. If you want to purchase one or find out more, check out the Helium link in my bio.
These cryptocurrency mining rigs are making around $73 a day and are costing around $5 a day in electricity. This means that at today's rates, you'll pay off the initial investment in around 7 months, and then you'll be making around $2,000 a month in profit. Considering we have clients still mining away on rigs we sold them over 5 years ago without any issues, you can see how profitable.
Earlier today, Elon Musk was tweeting about Bitcoin and kind of trolling Twitter as he usually does. Then he changed his bio to say that he's the CEO of Dogecoin, and the price of Dogecoin exploded. What's more interesting is after Elon tweeted this photo, Michael Saylor actually replied and recommended that Elon switch all of his US dollars on the balance sheet to Bitcoin. Elon then replied and asked if large transactions like that are even possible on Bitcoin. Michael said yes, and even offered to help Elon Musk set up the account with them. The reason this is a big deal is that starting on Monday, Tesla is going to be included in the S&P 500 index, which means that if Tesla converts any of its US dollars on the balance sheet into Bitcoin, it could potentially have a domino effect on all the other companies within the S&P 500 index. Now the question is, do you want to buy Bitcoin before Tesla gets involved or after it does? How do you think that's going to affect the price?
You actually want to hear. The US dollar will soon be completely digitalized. So as everyone was losing their shiz about the coronavirus in March, the US Senate quietly introduced a new bill. That's a sneaky government. Create digital currency accounts administered by the Federal Reserve. If passed, everyone would be required to have digital wallets by the 1st of 2021. The plan was to introduce the digital dollar by sending out the currency in the next stimulus check. This is actually pretty game-changing. China also has plans to release a digital currency. Digital dollar is basically a currency that is distributed by something called ledger technology. It basically would result in transaction time being quicker and a lot more convenient. However, what this would also mean is that the government knows exactly what you're buying, what you're selling, and how much you're earning. They are in complete control. Our government would have complete knowledge of every transaction. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
All right, you guys, so this is Safe Moon. Safe Moon, check it out. Look at this current price right now. All right, so let's say you invest only like $30, right? So you take that $30 times the current value of this coin right now, and you get about roughly 19 million coins. So let's say this thing goes up to about just 1 cent. Your potential almost $200,000.
First Sutherland crypto video. Someone asked, why does cryptocurrency like Bitcoin have value even though it's like all online, it's just numbers or whatever? Time ago in the Yap Islands in Micronesia, they used to use these stones as their local currency. And it actually worked. Like, even though they were too big to move around, they just kept a ledger where they said, okay, you own this much of this stone, and if you trade, some cows over to Johnny, whatever their names are on the island, then you'll get this half of the stone. They just they had like elders that kept ledgers of who owned which parts of the stone. In Africa, they used beads between the 16th to 20th century as money. What's interesting is in both these cases, the currency system collapsed when outsiders realized, hey, they're using these beads and these stones that we have easy access to in our country, so let's just bring it over to their country and be rich. And then it ruined the system. It was like a kind of inflation.
Don't forget us, don't forget us, don't forget us, don't forget us.
I told you had a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get rich and become a millionaire. And no, I'm not trying to sell you anything. And no, this is not a pyramid scheme. Let me explain. You see, back in 2017, the price of Bitcoin went from $900 to $20,000, and then it crashed. But before the Bitcoin bubble popped, a lot of people made a lot of money. And here's the thing, it's about to do it again, except for it could possibly go up to $300,000. A lot of you guys were obsessed with Dogecoin about 6 weeks ago, and you thought you were going to make a ton of money. The price went up 2-3 times, and that was it. I told you guys that Dogecoin wasn't the best investment in cryptocurrency. I said you guys should check out a coin called Chainlink. It's now up 10 times what it was at the beginning of the year. A lot of people have been wondering why I haven't been making as much content on here. Well, it's because my other channel has absolutely exploded. We just hit 100,000 subscribers yesterday. And if you follow my channel and you listen to me, I'm not selling you anything. All I'm going to do is show you how to become a millionaire. For those of us that have been in Bitcoin long enough, we understand that the market goes in cycles, and the cycle is about to hit hyperdrive.
3 things I wish I would have done when I was 18 that would have made me a multimillionaire. Yes, I'm a 26-year-old multimillionaire and I run a business with like 27 people. Might not have a Lamborghini for you, but it's the real shit. It's real. Number 1, I wish I would have developed unwavering focus. Focus is probably one of the best things to possibly have, especially in this world where people are just clicking and clicking and they have something called shiny object syndrome. Focus is an outlier. And don't tell me you have ADHD, so do I. Go run or something. Learn focus. You can learn it. Number 2, confidence. People are scared of everything. Everything. They're scared. I don't even need to know something. I could just move in with confidence and convince anybody, including myself, that I know it. Having unmatched confidence is equivalent to exiting the matrix at will, at any time, in any situation. Number 3, I wish I would have never played it safe. I should have just risked everything at this young age and failed to success. I should have failed 1,000 times at the early age, and I'd be better off than I am today.
This is how you put together a cryptocurrency mining rig. Put the motherboard with installed CPU and RAM into the case. Put the power supplies into the case. Plug in the power cables for the graphics cards and the risers, which will let you use up to 6 graphics cards per rig. Attach the graphics cards to the risers and screw them into the case. Plug the power cables into the graphics cards. Plug the risers into the motherboard. Turn it on, install an operating system, and get mining. Then you'll be making over $50.
You would have invested $1,000 when I told you into SafeMoon. You would have $110,000. I found a new one. Just came out 1 hour ago. Available on PancakeSwap.